Hi folks, it's Wesley again with Expandacraft modular boats. We're here today to highlight the Triple 12. This Triple 12 does not use risers. It is down low and designed to paddle it like a canoe. And this one is set up with a motor. This is a kit like we would set up for my rental business, except this one is special for the video. I have one folding deck, which is the starboard, and I have one aluminum deck, so that we can literally do a side-by-side comparison. I'm sitting down on today's video because I can't really bend over. I'm nursing a back injury. But if you can see here that the folding deck is slightly longer, but it also is a slightly wider. If you'll notice, it goes in between the ribs here, and the aluminum deck has a gap between. Now, the aluminum deck is lighter, less expensive than the folding deck, but the folding deck folds to 4 feet and also has a little bit more room on the decking, and you don't have that issue with the gap in between. So it really is up to you which you choose. Now, I have my assistant Devin here today to do the lifting for me. Hi, Devin.
Hey, people.
This one shows the stadium seat. Now, a stadium seat is very inexpensive. Devin, if you'll take that stadium seat off of the folding deck and just kind of hold the other one up to illustrate it, that we don't have the attachment. Now, what I would do with this boat, if I had it for myself, and just set that down and take the millennial seat, kind of open it up, and just kind of set it there where it would be. That's what I would use. And for a couple of reasons. One, because you could spin it around, you know, a little here and there, but it sits up a little higher, and it's just much more comfortable. Okay, Devin, you can set that aside. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to turn this triple into a single. Devin, let's do this. Let's take this and that deck and set it aside, both of them. Just set it way over there, because we're going to end up using this one. And you can actually leave the motor on it. Just remove the battery and just set the deck aside, just somewhere over there. And we're going to need those cross tubes there. Now, Devin, how many times have you done this?
This is my first time.
This is Devin's first day on the job. He's been helping me in the shop do some cutting of aluminum and plastic and doing some production work. So Devin is brand spanking new, and we thought we'd just throw him on the video and have him be my muscle. Now, if you'll look here, you'll see that these, you want to take this one off first, by the way, Devin. Devin's going to slide this outer hull out and just kind of leave it aside. Just right there is all it needs to be. Now, slide off those sleeves. The sleeves are simply spacers, and you can toss them aside. Now, the next set of sleeves are fixed, so just take that hull off and set it aside. Let's get it up. Now, remove the center parts and show them how that one is connected, how that one is. Just kind of hold that up. See, those are fixed, so that's what holds them in space around there. All right, let's set that aside. Now we're going to take the two hulls that are over there. Actually, you know what? Slide that center one away, because these two match. These two match better. Now, take the short ones and stick them in there and line them up and make that into a solo. So you see, folks, all you really need to do to turn that triple into a single, voila. Now set that folding deck right back on top of there with the motor on it. Now, you don't have to have a motor. You can use this like a kayak and just paddle it. That's why we had the one, if you see, the aluminum deck has a rudder on it. So you use it for just strictly paddle, or in this case, you could still use the motor. This motor is an 18-pound thrust, what's it called? Water snake. of course, it would go down into the water, so it wouldn't be so high. And then you get to choose what kind of seat you want. You can even use a kayak seat. Particularly, I like when it's set up like this, I would use the stadium seat. I would not use the swivel seat because it's a little too high. When you have it in the standard conversion or configuration, it's a little too much side to side if you get inside ways. If you're on flat water, well, it wouldn't matter. But if you had a boat wake, then it's a little tall, so it's better to sit lower to the ground. Now, of course, we didn't use the straps to hold them together. There's straps that hold the parts together. That's pretty much it. You can have basically 2 boats in one. All you need to do is buy the extra cross tubes, and your triple 12 becomes a solo 12. So you could take this in wide form with your friend with you, or you could have one person but with gear on the other side, get to the island, drop one hull, make it skinny like this, and go through the mangrove tours. You know, the only limitation with Expandacraft is your imagination. Expandacraft.com. Don't forget to subscribe.